Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about the loud noise. I got the heat going in the garage. And, well, didn't think I was going to have content really this week until we got into the car and took off to go into town. And, well, the GMC Terrain decided it was going to throw me an engine code. So, what it is a P0506, which means that there's an issue with the idle control circuitry. I did realize when I had this thing taken apart before to change the spark plugs and oil and whatnot that the throttle body did look pretty dirty. And that's what the code is saying that the likely cause is a dirty throttle body, or the idle air control valve is a little sticky. Wasn't really anticipating doing this today, so I hope you guys are going to hear me. And with this heater going, but in order to clean these things, you got to have a specific cleaner, and that's because these throttle bodies have kind of like a protective coating on them. It's like kind of oily or some weird thing, so you can't just use like brake clean or anything on them. There's an actual cleaner. That's what that is: throttle body and air intake cleaner. It protects that coating that's on there. So getting to it, not really that hard. There's just a couple of screws holding some stuff down. Not down, but on. So we're gonna have to take that one off. And that one off, that's way down in there. I can see it. And while I'm down there, I'll make sure I didn't knock off a connection or loosen a connection when I was doing stuff down there. So, alright guys, I'm gonna get things set up, see you in a minute. Well, there's something I didn't expect to see. Pop that off and a bunch of stuff comes out of the air cleaner. Holy crap, didn't expect that. I guess I'm gonna have to clean that tube out. Fantastic. And if you look at that throttle body, that is pretty bad. Alright, I'm not entirely sure if what I'm seeing is related or not. All that stuff that I just showed you, that milky liquid, well, that's like, well, that's broken. That is usually moisture getting into your oil, and I'm looking at my throttle body here, and it's kind of on here. So what I'm going to do is clean this up, and I'll kind of give you guys an idea here. Try to keep this camera in a position where you can see what I'm doing, but I don't know. It's not going to be very easy. Hold on. So first I'm just going to kind of take the clean rag, start wiping things down around here that I can get to right away. And actually I am going to throw some gloves on because this stuff is kind of nasty. Okay, so yeah, just kind of start wiping this down. stinks like crazy. It's like a very insane, varnishy, nasty odor. So you're going to want to get as much of this black out of here as you can. So I'm going to actually change rags. So you guys can kind of see and understand that it may look clean, but it's not. You can always use, you're going to want to get between the throttle blade here and the body. So you can do that by pushing this open and putting a screwdriver up in there. I'll show you. But be real careful, don't just go jamming it in there, scratching the walls really bad. Be careful with it. And you'll see that even back behind there, it's really, really dirty. Normally you shouldn't be jamming this thing wide open like this either, because it can damage that internal motor in here. But honestly, what other way are you really going to get to this and clean? I mean, look what's coming out of there. Remember, that was a clean cloth. And that carbon buildup can prevent these blades from actually closing the way they should be. So this stuff isn't really going to hurt the motor. It's not going to, when you go to start it, it's going to burn off, but this thing's going to run really bad initially. Guarantee that. And it's okay. I mean, the best thing you really can do is after you are done, just let it set for a while. Let this stuff dry out. Guys, this is nasty. But I really need to figure out what's going on inside of there, because that's this tube. Why it was spilling so much stuff in here. That garbage. Don't use cheap-ass rags either. I mean, use these heavy-duty kind, like I got here, just for the fact that if this thing rips and a piece falls down in there, you're not going to get that out of there unless you're planning on taking off your throttle body. That looks pretty darn good. Just a little bit more down here, I think. satisfied with that. If you remember what that looked like before and now, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to get a clean rag. Towel, whatever you want to call it. Put it right in here so nothing falls in here when I'm working on the other part. So this should just come off of here like that. And I'm going to spray some stuff through here, and I want to see what's going to come out. So let's see what happens. I want to see if I have any brake clean or something. Because that's like the best. Yeah, I do have some. I see. That stuff is like really potent stuff. It's good. Let's see what comes out of here. So I guess my next course of action is that's part of the PCB system, but the actual PCB it's in a bad spot. I'm not even going to try getting to that thing. It's down there, guys. So I'm going to just try and clean that port out a little bit. So I hope that little chunk of hose just comes off of there nice. Which it did. That thing's plugged right up. I mean, that's what I just took out of that. Just sticking it in there a little ways. Full of sludge. I'm going to grab a different screwdriver, a smaller one. Evaporates pretty quickly. I wish I had like a small pipe cleaner or something. All I can really do is call that good for right now. Make sure I didn't knock something loose in the meantime when I was down here before, and I don't think I did. And I'm not going to start this up right away. I'm going to let it set. I did get this stuff that would hopefully help with the fact that this has got water sitting in it. That I bought it from, he did tell me that it uses some oil. And since this problem started with the throttle body, it's been smoking so bad out the exhaust pipe. So I don't know if anything's related, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'm going to show you what I got. Rislone, I don't know how you say that. High mileage formula, ring seal, smoke repair. It's an additive, stop blue exhaust, seals worn piston rings, reduces oil burning. Never used it before. I don't know how it's going to work. If it's going to even work at all. Probably not. These things never do. But also, when I checked it this morning, my oil level, it was low by about a half a quart. Stuff's pretty thick, which I kind of expected to be. Yeah, considering I was about a half a quart low, this is not really going to, it's going to take up some of that volume that it's missing, but this is only, I think, 16 ounces. I noticed also when I was removing this screw specifically down here, that it was not tight. So it could have been sucking a lot of air in there. You don't want your throttle body, it's got to be sealed real well, or it acts like a vacuum leak and it's not going to run well. Okay guys, so like I said, I am not going to start this right away. I'm going to let everything just kind of chill out, dry out on the inside. I already cleared the code from earlier, so I kind of wish I would have left it alone. I didn't, so yeah, because if I actually fixed it and did it properly, sometimes the computer resets itself and says, okay, the problem's been solved, you're good to go. And I didn't do that, so yay. Anyway, I'm going to come back in about half an hour and start it up, see how it's going to run. So I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so it's been about a half an hour or so, and time to see what this is gonna do. And yeah, before I even really get in, yes, I did remember just now to hook that line back up. There is a good chance too that this might idle very strange initially, considering I messed with that throttle body. It might need to relearn idle. Let's see what happens. Turn the fan down. Yep, there's still a bunch of fluid in there. see how that's doing some hunting right now. Kind of consider that normal. And if I hook up my phone to the app, go under the diagnostics. Call me crazy, but it even seems to already be idling better. A lot smoother. No trouble codes. Do a quick rescan. No codes. Let's check out the data stream, the live stream, see how things look. Engine RPM, that seems to be alright. It said it was running pretty lean. Or was it rich? I can't remember now. Well, the short-term fuel trim in bank 1 is actually in the positives. It's usually in the negative. Oh, there it goes, down to the negatives. So, I don't really know what that is and what that means. I know one of them going into the negative, it's either rich or lean, one of the two. And does that long-term fuel? Yeah, I know what some of these things mean. But anyway, now I'm going to hop back outside. Honestly, when I did this before, the engine was running pretty rough. It was kind of vibrating pretty good. And it still is. Yeah. Well, actually it isn't. It's just this. It's running pretty smooth. At least for now. So anyway, you guys, I don't know all the answers. I don't have all the answers. But all of that milky crap that came out of it's the airbox, I believe, that the PCV comes up into. If anybody knows why it's doing that, put it in the comments, please. I would really appreciate that. If it's something that I can actually fix without having to tear the engine apart just to get to the PCV valve. Okay, anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. I will give you a little clue as to what is coming up next, and it's going to be a product review. And stay tuned for that. But thanks a lot, you guys. Please like, please subscribe. Any questions, anything, put it in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Alright, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.